Hello and welcome to the second video. Thank you very much for sending in some more questions. In this video we will try to answer them for you. When will we find out who is in our tutor group and who our form tutor is? What clubs are available?
Okay, so some of you will have noticed we answered these questions on last week's video. So the answers to those questions that are coming again this week are on there, but we're also transcribing them in a frequently asked questions document underneath if you don't want to have to watch the videos again. But we've already answered those couple, so we'll move on to the new ones.
Will we have an opportunity for our children to come into school before the term starts?
Unfortunately, I think that's going to be highly unlikely. I think with the social distancing measures that are in place, you're aware of everything that has happened to try and get the Year 6s back into their own primary schools. We're now managing with the Year 10s and Year 12s. We're not going to be able to have 300 Year 6s on site. But we are trying our best at the moment to bridge the gap and give you materials that will be useful. So we've filmed a walk around, we're putting these videos out there, and importantly, the first 2 days of term in September, so Thursday the 3rd of September and Friday the 4th of September, will be induction days for the Year 7s and the new Year 12s, who also have lost all of their transition period. So they will be in school before everyone else, and we'll be able to support them around the building before the majority of the school come back. So we had two fairly similar questions. Could we have a list of the things that we will need to buy, and what equipment do the students need on a daily basis?
This is quite an easy question to answer because there's a list of things that the pupils need on the school website under the new intake section. Everything's on there. Pupils also get a locker each. We encourage them to use their lockers. They don't need to keep taking their stuff to and from school. They can store it in their locker. And as you know, we have a no mobile phone policy during the day in school, so it's a safe place for them to put their phones as well, lock them up in their lockers.
I think particularly with the list of things that you'll need to buy stationery wise and maths equipment wise on the as Stovall says, that's all on the website. I think it's really important that students make sure they have their own equipment with the current situation, so we're not needing to share and borrow equipment in school. So that list is on the school website.
An interesting question. Do the children get to go swimming for PE at any stage? If so, are there any competitions or galas?
So obviously different secondary schools will have different facilities, and unfortunately a swimming pool is not something that FitzWimarc has. So students are not able to do swimming during their PE lessons. However, FitzWimarc does still enter the local competitions and the local galas, and the trials for that, Swain very kindly let us use their pool to run our trials. So there are opportunities for competitive swimmers. It's just not something that students are able to do in lessons. Okay, this one is, do you offer any help with the cost of clubs and trips to low-income single-parent pupils? So Mr. Turberville is the senior leader with responsibility for pupil premium, so he's the best person to answer this question.
So the answer is yes, we do offer lots of help, and it is down to the individual and how much we help in that case. We would encourage parents to go onto the parent section of the website and look under the free school meals section there. You can apply for free school meals, especially this does help for low income families. Again, as I said, it is very on an individual basis, so we try and open that communication, speak to the school, contact us. That will all be clear when you come here in September, and we can talk about what help we can offer.
Okay, so hopefully the answers to those questions were useful. As we said, we're going to transcribe the answers to those questions onto the frequently asked questions document. Please keep the questions coming in using the tab on the website. No question is too small or too silly, because it's really important that you get the information that you need. Thanks ever so much.